Hi guys, it's Nancy and we are going to make some baby cards today with some products from Spellbinders. First, I am unboxing a brand new tool-in-one in Lilac Shimmer. This will match your Lilac Platinum. If you don't have a tool-in-one, these are great because they are going to help you with your die cutting. Number one, they come with a bundle of tools here. So you're going to have this tool on the end, which has come in handy in so many cases because when you are die cutting, these little pieces get stuck in your dies, and this will help you brush those little pieces out. On the other side, you have a sharp pokey tool, but then it comes with a curved pokey tool. These come in handy, again, when you are pushing things out of your dies and when you are weeding, okay? So what you do to store this other one is you open this centerpiece. Let me turn this. Okay, and there is a little centerpiece storage thing in there, and you just turn that to store that. Now, if you want to change this out, all you do is pull down. See, it's spring-loaded. Pull down, lift that out, and we are going to take our center one out. Okay, if we can get it out. Okay, and I'm going to store that one in the center. For safekeeping. Okay, and then again to load it, we're going to pull down, spring loaded, pull down. And then there are little notches, so depending on how far you want it, you can lock it in place with those little notches. You want it out further, you want it in, you just pull down to where you want it. Okay, so that is the new Lilac Shimmer tool-in-one. I'm going to put the straight one in because that's the one I use the most. So whether you have the black one from the Black Platinum from Scrapbook.com, or you have the new Lilac one, all your tools can match from Spellbinders. And you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, the little ball, come on, focus, is right there, right there. That's where you want the little notches to line up. There you go. So when you pull down, that little ball there will lock in the little notches here. So that way it's secure, it's not going to go anywhere, okay? And then you can use this for your mixing, when you're doing your wax beads and stuff like that, but it really comes in handy when we are brushing things out of our dies, little stuck pieces and things like that. Okay, so that is that. Matches our Lilac Shimmer Platinum. Beautiful. Okay, all right, so I wanted to show you guys that. Let's move on to, we're going to do a little bit of better pressing here. These are not new. These came out a couple months ago. Again, with my moving, I didn't get to do videos for you guys, but I want to catch up and I need to have some baby cards made. Okay, so this is the better press plate called Falling Stars. You can better press it, you can emboss it, also you can glimmer foil it. I'm going to be better pressing it. It is BP262, bunch of stars. And then the sentiments are Little Smiles Sentiments. This is all the Little Smiles collection. Zooming by to say you're amazing. Your little miracle is here, delivering tiny fingers, tiny toes, and a bundle of joy. Welcome to the world of moonlit dreams and starry skies. Welcome to a world of moonlit dreams and starry skies. Hello, baby. Wishing you a wild and wonderful day. Buckle up for a balloon-filled adventure. Happy birthday and congratulations. So wonderful sentiments for any little kid or baby, or just a fun thing. And then I've already die cut for you out of S41400. This is the little, so cute. This one is the little car, and I have the rabbit and the balloons. There's several different balloons. This one is the little bear balloon and a little face I put on this one. then the other one has the stork and baby, and you can make the baby a boy or a girl. That is S41402. And here is stork and baby girl I did on this one. And then also has the clouds, and we have some little stars cut out for that one. Okay, so we're going to do the backgrounds and some sentiments, and then we'll put those all together. All right, so let's start with better pressing the stars background. I've already taken my better press cotton card panels in porcelain and cut them down to 5.5 by 4 1/4 size so we can do our backgrounds. And have my better press system here. And I have a piece of sticky grid, which is a Sizzix sticky grid, which is just a low-tack, low-tack sticky paper. I'm going to put my stars on there. And I'm going to ink them up in I'm going to go in with Tuscan. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm changing my mind on this whole thing here. I'm going to clean that off. We are changing our paper to a black paper. And we're going to ink that up in silver. I normally use the Delicata because it doesn't need to be set. You can use the Lisa Horton or the Catherine Pooler silver inks, but they are highly, highly pigmented. Actually, since this is set in, we can use those because it's gonna press in. Let me grab those. Okay, let's try that again. We are going to ink this up in silver. Silver plate, so it's kind of hard to see where that ink is. And these are very pigmented, so they do tend to get everywhere. Okay, I think I have that everywhere. And I have my black paper on. I'm going to load that up. looks beautiful. All right, I'm gonna use my tool to pull that off of there. Okay, I'll set that aside just for a second. Dry, clean this off. Okay, while that is drying, we are going to cut out our better press and die cut our sentiments. So the sentiments are all one page. I'm going to put them at a slight angle so they're not perpendicular to our page. And we're just going to cut those or ink those up. I'm going to ink those up in the Nudina Wakely Sapphire, nice dark navy ink. Beautiful. Okay, and then we are going to die cut these. So to die cut them, we're going to bring in plate A and B for our platinum. We have the coordinating die, which will cut it in one pass. So A, B, I have the magnetic mat as my base cutting plate, base plate, coordinating die, and top plate. And I'm just going to use a little piece of low tack washi tape to hold that in place. By the way, if you struggle with your handle on your platinum machine, there is a new handle which is a little bit bigger. You can go check that out on the Spellbinders site. I didn't order it, but I know some of you guys struggle with arthritis, have dexterity issues. There is a new handle that you can purchase for your platinum. So if you have been looking for something to help you with that, the turning, check that out at the Spellbinders website. All right, take that off, move that, and then I can pop all these sentiments right into my little tray there. All right, and now we can just start assembling everything. Okay, so I think I like this one for this one. So we have the stork delivering the baby girl, and then the sentiment says your little miracle is here, and that looks good for that one. And then I have some extra stars that came with the die that are in yellow that we will add to that. So we're going to glue this one down, and I like the background is in black with silver stars. We're just going to glue all this together. And this came with the cloud die, so you could use this die multiple times if you wanted to do a day sky, and even cut this out and make it a stencil and stencil the cloud background. In fact, I may use that for this sky and make it a day scene for that. But let's glue all this down first. Put a little piece of white behind baby's face there. I cut out all the things there. All the little pieces of baby's face came out. I'll get to that in a second. That after. I'm going to cut another baby and put the colors behind so that I can give baby brown eyes and flesh colored skin. Fix that. In the meantime, this is how this is going to go. I'm not going to do that on camera because that's just going to take up too much time. But you guys can see how that's going to look. That's going to be that one. Okay. And then I'll fix that one off camera. For this one, where did I put my cloud cutout? I want to use that as the stencil. Had it. What happens when you work on too many things and don't clean up after yourself. Everything becomes a pile on your desk. Okay, well, so I'll just cut another one. I'll show you what I mean. Take this piece. Drop your inks all over the floor, Nancy. And all I'm doing is I just used the die that came in with, the cloud die that came with it, cut a piece of scrap paper, flipped it over, and just going down my paper. Just to make a little cloudy background here. And that's all I'm going to do for that one. And then the bottom, I'm going to ink up in maybe a light gray. I'll do pebble. Okay. And this one is just going to be real simple, just like that. Same thing. Why did I poke out their faces? I don't normally do that. Must have popped out. And this one, I'm going to put on my card base. I need to put the rabbit's face back in. Actually, for him, I can just ink up. I'll just put ink behind his face. It's not going to matter. My little bear balloon is a little crooked there. That's okay. All right, and then I'm just going to take a little black marker. Actually, I'm going to take a glaze pen and fill in the eyes and the nose. There we go. Takes care of my mouse. I mean my bunny. And this one says, buckle up for a balloon-filled adventure, because this baby hasn't arrived yet.
Are you ready?
Okay, so that's our two baby cards.
What's that?
And then those are all available at Spellbinders. Here is this card. And here is this card. Like I said, I just need to fix baby's face on this one. If you're interested, all the products are over at Spellbinders. You can probably find them also at Scrapbook.com or your local retailer, which carries Spellbinders products. If you enjoyed watching me make these cards, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys who are already subscribed and supporting my channel. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.